I am very excited. I am currently unboxing my textbook. I don't know what to call it. It's for a prenatal, postnatal fitness certification class that I'm going to be taking. Turn it on. Okay. Well, it is on. Is it maybe out of batteries? Oh. So my background, I actually have a bachelor's in health and exercise science. I would say fitness is one of my first loves. And just like health, wellness, general. Just fitness, health, wellness, all of that in general is just really important to me and has been something that's been really important to me, just pursuit of all of that. And I do plan on getting pregnant sometime next year, God willing. And I really wanted to do this before and during my pregnancy so I could be my first client, so I could actually do the movements with a pregnant body, with like the pregnancy feeling of like, how do you push through in the first trimester? How do you find the drive when you're completely exhausted? So I'm excited to do all of that. This came at the perfect time. Strong women lift each other up. Looks like a book, obviously, but not like the textbook. It looks like a book. So just some of the titles. This looks cool. How exciting. Disrupting scarcity mindset, overcoming comparison and jealousy, better together, your voice matters. I mean, all good topics. And it looks like there's also some like journal prompts. So that's cool. How fun. That's cute. So it's a workbook and then a textbook. Lots of information. I knew this was going to be very robust because this person, Molly, the founder, I'm on her like email list and she sends like free resources all the time. It'll be like 10 pages. It has been going this entire time that I was waiting in between and couldn't. So I was like, can you at least go over there? How much was this?
Like $9.
Perfect. For dinner tonight, for cooking, not for drinking. I actually don't even drink anymore. You want the bubble wrap? Every time I've tried, it has resulted in an immediate headache. What is it that you're doing? You're sleeping? Is that a comfy bed? Good morning and welcome to my channel. I'm Morgan. You're so silly. Well, good morning. You're so funny. So ideally, I would love to wake up before the house, get ready, take some time for myself, get like ready to take on the day. And we did actually do that for a couple weeks and it did feel really good, but you need to smell the candle. Do you like it? Okay, we had to take a couple intermissions. The point that I was trying to make is that I should probably wake up earlier before the house because once we're up here, it's hitting the ground running. However, it's been a crazy month. I feel like we've been sick. One of us has been sick continuously. has felt like as soon as one thing gets caught up, another thing starts lagging behind, that there's been like cycles started to get done, but actually haven't been able to be completely done. So like small things here and there, but just need to get a reset day. So that's what I wanted to do today. I am in my inner spring, so I am feeling ready for some spring cleaning. I'm ready to set myself up for the cycle ahead. Okay, attempt number 3, or cut number 3. We want another baby. I said I wanted to turn 30, not pregnant, not breastfeeding. So this is my last cycle before turning 30, and this is my last cycle before potentially thinking about having another baby or inviting another baby in. So this cycle feels like a big deal, and I really want to like take advantage of it. And this last cycle, we actually all had the stomach flu right when I was in my upswing. So all of 2025, I've been in a downward swing. So I'm excited to get some momentum, get back up. And that starts with today. I feel like this has been the first day that has felt normal in, about a month. I just need to wrap up and close some systems and loops to kind of reset the cycle of laundry and just kind of getting things cleaned up again. I want to do some, if I have the time, I would love to do some organizing and just kind of getting things back to reset factory settings. We have a bunch of stuff to add and to hang and to decorate with, but I don't feel like I can put that in until things are picked up. So that's the goal and the focus for today. You thirsty? Got the girls. Just did some makeup. Sometimes they get sparkles.
Sparkles?
But I didn't give you girls sparkles today, so do we have to go back and do sparkles?
Yes.
Remy's wearing this beautiful dress today, and Scarlet wanted her hair done, and so we thought, let's do Remy's hair too,
Yes,
to match her beautiful dress. Scarlet did a little bubble braid with a bun. And what did we decide, Remy? We were gonna do pigtails? Okay. We put some conditioner in her hair.
Perfume.
Well, we'll do perfume in after. Let's finish Remy's hair, and we'll do lotion and perfume and some sparkles.
Sparkles.
I need some more conditioner.
I look like Elsa.
You do. Long blonde hair like Elsa.
Buns.
Yeah. Remy, would you like buns or ponytails?
Buns. I like
Buns.
buns.
Okay.
My mom is sending buns.
She does.
Yes. I like buns. Mama like buns.
She doesn't?
Yes, I
Oh,
did.
she does.
I not like buns.
Look how cute. Scarlet likes to do perfume. Would you like some perfume?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to spray your shirt. And then I'll spray your arm. And then you got to tap it together. Okay, now spray your shirt, Scarlet. And spray your arm. This side. And then. Lovely.
Okay. Let's do different.
Bright one.
Red one.
She's doing this one.
I like big one.
You want pink one?
Yeah. I like it.
Okay, Scarlet's turn. Scarlet, you want pink?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh my goodness. You girls are so fancy. Scarlet, you want some pink sparkles on your eyes?
Beautiful.
You like it?
I like too.
Pretty girls. love makeup.
No, you want close. Good morning.
Good morning. In between the baby's bottle, lunch, Devin and I eating lunch, I wanted to get my supplements in order. And I guess also just chat a little bit about what I'm taking and for what. Okay, so like I said, we knew that we would start having conversations about when to invite baby number 2 in after I turned 30. So the last 3 months, I've been trying to take these supplements. I honestly should have been taking these the whole time, especially with breastfeeding. You shouldn't stop taking your supplements when you're breastfeeding, but it was just one of those things that just kind of fell through the cracks, and then it was hard to pick back up. So I'm just trying to make sure that all of like the mineral stores and stuff is like full. I get most of my supplements from Thorne. I just think it's so easy because it has like an online subscription base. An online subscription where I don't even think about it. It sends like, hey, you're about to ship out your order, make any changes, and then I either do or I don't, and then it ships, and it's a mindless process. And I don't feel like it's much more expensive than just like buying supplements from the grocery store, and I know that I'm getting a good quality product, and I don't have to go out of my way to find them. So I take the prenatal. Devin takes their just like basic 2 a day. I also am taking the prenatal DHA. And then the other thing we take is magnesium. And then I guess I forgot it downstairs. It's like a bottle, it's a liquid thing. That's vitamin D and vitamin K. So, especially because we live in a cold weather state and we don't get outside as much in the winter, it's important for us to take vitamin D. And then obviously the prenatal just kind of gets anything that I might not be getting from food. And then we do eat some fish, but I don't eat like enough fish I know I'm not getting enough omega-3s in my diet, so I just like to supplement that. And then I don't know if the Thorne does this or if I'm just crazy, but I think they put, oh yeah, mint flavor. Yeah, okay, so they put mint in this. So when you like normally take a fish oil, you like burp up fish for a while and it's really gross. But this, when you burp, it actually tastes like mint, so it's not as bad. And then the magnesium, I mean, ideally, we should be taking this probably in the evening, but I have to take mine with food, otherwise you throw up. I learned that the hard way. This whole video is just going to be like craziness happening in the background, but no, we're keeping it real. My life is loud. My life is loud. Well, and then yesterday I was recording, it might go in this one, a video when her little penguin was, so you probably should take magnesium at night for like optimum whatever, but you know, I'm taking my supplements and that's honestly all you can ask for. All right, we keep the girls' lunch very simple, very simple. My little formula that I like to follow is a veggie, a fruit, a carb, and a protein. And I normally like to have them be involved. That way they feel more excited. So they feel more excited for their food. Otherwise, toddlers, you know, just don't eat. They actually sometimes just don't eat anyway. Well, hold on, baby. This is going to go on your plate. So we're going to do banana. We're going to do some chips with cheese. We have some cooked burger, taco meat type thing. And then we'll just warm up some corn. The baby, the chips might be a little too hard for her, so we have some bread that we're going to do. And we'll give her just a little bit of that as her carb. Dev and I are just going to eat some. A big one! Scarlet's been needing like the big piece. So like if I break a granola bar, she gets mad and she needs like the big one.
I like the big one.
You like a big one? Okay. Look, baby, big chips.
Okay.
You girls want cheese on your chips or cheese on the side?
I want to put chips.
On the chips? Like nachos?
No.
Okay. I do have a hard time filming sometimes because this is what my life sounds like most of the time. I have been thinking about it, and I am a stay-at-home mom, but I am a stay-at-home mom bound by 9 to 5, 40-hour-a-week hours. That I don't have like a lot of, you know, stay-at-home moms. I can't just leave the house very easy. I don't like to leave the house if I have more than 2 kids, just because they're not mine. And when I leave the house, I don't feel comfortable doing things that aren't child related. I just don't feel like I can pack up the kids and take them to Costco because, you know, I'm being paid to be their caretaker and care provider. I just feel like that's just not the vibe for my job. So I am so lucky and privileged and blessed to be able to be home with my baby. That's why I did this job in the first place, was anything to be able to be home with her. But it does come with its own set of sacrifices, and my time is not my own, and I am bound definitely by what these kids allow me to do. Thankfully, these girls are pretty easy and the parents are really chill, so if I did have to do something, I'm sure they would be fine with it, but I just want to be a good care provider for the littles and provide a nice, stable environment, right? There's another one of these things. Can you go grab it? Do you see it? You might need to go around the crawl. I think I need to be more patient with myself because it's so hard to get things done. I came in today with the best of intentions. I've like picked out the living room, but like I have yet to do anything of value when it comes to like tidying. And this is kind of what I was saying of like, I'm a stay-at-home mom, work from home mom, but also like not really. Like we ate lunch. I put Miss Scarlet down. The baby needs to go down, but I like to give her her full wake window, and she's not acting tired yet. And then the toddler left. She was only here for a half day today. So this whole time it's been like focusing on them. Now it's nap time, so I should be able to get something done, but then I'm also limited because Scarlett's in her room obviously, so I can't do anything in her room, and then I nap the baby in my room, so I can't do anything in my room, so I'm limited of like what rooms I can actually do things in. And then Devin is gone. He's at class today, so that does kind of help to be able to get things done, because if he's home I just want to hang out with him. Of course, he's my best friend, so I just want to like just chill and do nothing when it's Devin and I. So I'm making myself a second coffee. That's my struggle. I need to actually declutter. That is the bigger issue, is I just have too much stuff that doesn't have a home, and when it doesn't have a home, it just kind of floats. Got everything totally settled in 2024, felt really good. Christmas happened, and I mean, good problem to have. Lots more stuff came in. Now I have to find homes. I think I'm just also ready for like that next level of decluttering. We just have acquired so much stuff, and there's always just so much stuff. So just gotta like continue to purge and purge and purge and purge and purge. I think we're almost to the bottom level though, where it's almost in a manageable amount. This is kind of an example. So I rearranged. There used to be a bookshelf here and then a bookshelf behind me. This bookshelf now lives in our office. This is where our kitchenette moved. I think I actually have some clips to show of that.
Okay, Mama. Okay, Mama. Okay, Mama.
It's a radish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Radish.
A radish. So things just kind of got shuffled and moved around. We were having some electrical issues where kitchenette was, so we kind of moved that. Anyway, so this is what keeps happening, is that these places that aren't settled yet keep coming into a catch-all. So I like dress Scarlet here, we have some clothes, all of her toys, like things that need to like find a home and be put away. Sorry, she's sleeping. That's her door right there, so I have to be quiet. And this type of mess is what keeps happening all around the house. And I like will take this stuff and like move it to another area or put it in a basket or something, and then that becomes clutter. So I really just need to like get ahead of the clutter, but that's my current struggle. I have about 40 minutes until the girls will likely wake up. Another one of my goals is to finish my postpartum doula certification by April. I have my last beta client. She gives birth in March. We have a meeting this weekend. I'm really excited. So the other part, other than the clients for the doula certification, is I have to read 4 books and 2 articles. So I'm on my second book, and it's a big one. Look at my beautiful bookcase, Kindle case from Christmas. Keeps the books protected. So this is what I'm currently reading. It's pretty good. I mean, it's definitely educational, but it's kind of interesting. The author writes like it's serious information. It reads like a textbook, but like the teacher trying to be cool. Okay, here's an example. I just literally had to open a page. Skip the hot stuff. Hold on, I'm not talking about that kind of hot stuff. We'll be having that conversation in chapter 8. What I'm talking about is your body getting overheated from really vigorous exercise or too high fever. Like, it's good. I mean, it's good information. I don't know. So some people might like that. Some people might not like that. I'm neutral leaning. I don't love it. I mean, you can definitely hear the author's voice, but it feels a little corny. I don't know, but it is really good information. I actually am thinking that I might do like a pregnancy book review. I've read a lot for myself personally, and then I've also read a lot becoming like a postpartum doula, and have like lots of information to share. So I think I might do something like that, just give an explanation of what I think might be good books to read, because there are definitely ones that I would recommend to mothers. Especially first-time moms, when you have absolutely no idea what's going on. So I've kind of talked about, teased, whatever, about the idea of inviting another baby in. And this is something that does feel a little difficult to talk about, because obviously it's vulnerable and it's scary and there's a lot of unknowns, and you don't want to say something too soon, and like, what if it takes months? And it did take months with Scarlet. So it just feels quite vulnerable to talk about, because I'm just opening up this journey. But because I knew that this time was coming, I have started to do some kind of preconception work with baby Scarlet. And before getting pregnant with her, I felt like a lot of my work that I did was spiritual and more in line of how I want to show up as a mother, going from a wife to a wife and a mother was just a really big role that I was stepping into. I needed to do a lot of checking in with myself of ways that I would want to show up, healing my own wounds to not take those into my daughter's childhood. So that was so much of my emphasis on the preconception journey with Scarlet. Now, with this potential baby, so much of my emphasis has been around my physical health. Obviously, the work is never done, and the journey of a mother is one that's constantly unfolding because I am now entering toddler years, which comes with a whole new set of triggers, and I'm not even deep in the toddler years yet, so I'm sure I'm bracing myself for things to get easier in some ways and harder than others, and every season of motherhood just changes. However, because I am already a mother, I feel so much more confident in my ability to be a mother, especially to a young baby. So, not that the spiritual work is done, it's never done, but that is not my main emphasis. My main emphasis is on my physical health. I have my bachelor's in health and exercise science. Health and wellness was and is something that is very important to me, and I think is something that's easier to maintain when it's built into your lifestyle. I mean, in college, I walked everywhere. The campus was like, it was like a little walkable city. I would walk 10 minutes to class every hour. I'd have 3-4 classes a day. You would walk to the library, you walk to the dining halls, you walk to get to parties. Like, you're just kind of naturally in a state of movement just built into life, and never really had to watch what I ate, or I just kind of naturally ate relatively healthy. I mean, I was in college, so there was a lot of alcohol and late night snacks and whatever, but I mean, it wasn't, my body and gaining weight wasn't ever something I really ever worried about. And then even when I moved to Texas, I worked respite care, so I was taking care of children. Again, things were kind of, my lifestyle was naturally, movement was naturally built in. I did gain some weight when Dev and I got in a relationship. I think that's pretty common, just being happy and not, not needing to care about being hot and single, and just, cooking for him and all of that stuff. So eating out, going out to dinner and stuff together. And then when I got my work from home job is when I really, well, I guess it was an in-person job. And even when it was in person, my 15-minute breaks, because I didn't want to like just sit at my desk all day, my desk was on the 4th floor of the office, so I would take the stairs every time. I would walk up and down the stairs. We had this really pretty like area where I would go walk around. It had like a nice little lake thing, pond, whatever. Like, it was nice. Like, it was like movement was still for the most part built into my day. And then we went work from home. I think that's when I really started to struggle with something that was just pretty naturally easy for me to maintain my entire life. Movement was all of a sudden harder to get. We live in Florida. It was really hot. You couldn't just go walk anytime. I mean, you could, but I would be really sweaty and uncomfortable. We didn't live like in a super walkable area. We tried and we did, and it was fine, but it wasn't like ease and flow and natural like it was when I was younger. I think I've chatted about it in one of my previous videos, but relying heavily, like going from cooking from home to relying heavily on takeout and like Trader Joe's meals, because I just didn't have the time or capacity to cook. Continued to work from home, and movement was hard to get. And then we move here and routines were just not set. I get pregnant. And I think there's a lot of pressure on women to look a certain way. And in pregnancy is the first time that, well, your body changes so much so rapidly. Not just your body, but your face, your hands, your feet, like everything changes so fast. And then it's the first time where like I remember feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't even have to suck in anymore, because who cares if people think I'm pregnant? And like, that's wild. That was my first time like feeling like I could relax my abdomen. It's the first time that there's like permission to just fully indulge and eat. So I did. And I think I ate okay. Obviously not great, but I did eat okay. Combined with the lack of movement, the pain from pregnancy, the fatigue from pregnancy, all of that, I ended up gaining 75 pounds, which was pretty tough on the psyche. Seeing your body change that much, that fast, that quickly, not recognizing my own face, and not knowing how to dress this body, and whatever. And then obviously once you give birth, there's all this pressure to bounce back and all of that if you've had a baby or pregnant, like I'm sure you know very well. And so over the last year and a half or so, I had lost the pregnancy weight. And this time around, I am almost to my pre-pregnancy weight. But I'm trying to not have that be my only goal and focus. And this time around, my biggest goal and intention is actually to start establishing these habits, these healthy habits of getting to the gym, cooking from home, eating high protein, having movement be a daily part of my life and not just something I do exclusively at the gym, but taking walks every day, moving every day, not sitting for too long, trying to consciously make sure that I am up and moving, which is easier now that I take care of kids again because movement is just naturally part of my day. I really wanted to get into these routines and systems to help it be easier for me to set myself up for success for when baby number 2 and whenever they make their arrival. I obviously don't want to fall into toxic diet culture, and I want my body to be able to nourish my baby however it's supposed to, but I do think 75 pounds was not necessarily what my baby needed and definitely could have been improved by better lifestyle choices. And I give myself full grace because you don't know what you don't know, and this is coming from hindsight, which hindsight's always 2020. The last 6 months, I have fully dedicated myself to the gym, getting back into the gym and creating mindsets and systems to where that feels natural. And I have finally got to a place where going to the gym feels more normal than not going to the gym. And like, we've been sick this month, it's been hard to get there and we haven't been able to stay super consistent, and I like felt my body craving it, which is crazy because even though I was a health and exercise science major, I was never someone who consistently exercised. Exercise was more of like a punishment to my body instead of just daily hygiene of having a body. That is another topic to unpack at another time. But really just trying to, okay, like if we can't make it to the gym, no big deal. Can we go for a walk instead? Or can we move the day to tomorrow? And not letting, oh, well, I haven't gone this week. Naturally, I just need to never go again. Not taking on that mindset that's so easy to put on. But okay, this is my life. This is what I do. Most weeks, I go 3 days a week and I go for an hour these days, and this is what I do. And cooking from home now has become a natural thing that when it's 6 o'clock on a weekday and I'm tired, it's not, oh, what can we order? It's, okay, what am I going to figure out? And sometimes it's scrounging and sometimes it's not a delicious meal, but cooking from home and nourishing my family from home has been just pivotal because the more comfortable you can get in the kitchen, the easier it is to cook and the easier it is to control the portions and the nutrition and all of that. Anyway, all this to say that I have been focusing so heavily on my physical health, which has in turn helped my mental health. And I want to just continue that and bring that into my pregnancy, postpartum, and beyond, and teach my daughter and my eventual second baby how to move your body with love, how to feed your body with love, instead of coming from a place of hate and discontentment, or punishing yourself, using the gym as a way to punish yourself. So that's really has been like a huge emphasis, and I'm really excited for warmer weather to be able to get outside even more. We've still been able to do walks here and there, but it just doesn't hit the same. A bundled up walk doesn't hit the same as like a beautiful summer evening. Anyway, but that has been a huge emphasis of mine, is just trying to get my body, my mind, my physical health in a way that feels natural, and regardless if I'm tired or if I'm not feeling good, I can still push through because I am in that motion rather than trying to create that motion. And that was my mistake with Scarlet, is I didn't have any motion created. I was in the first trimester. I could barely keep my eyes open. Obviously, I'm not gonna work out or do anything other than sleep. And I mean, let's talk during the first trimester and see how things are going. I did get a prenatal postnatal fitness certification, so I'm really excited to dabble into that and to see just what other juicy information we can glean from that, because I think not only have women been left out of the equation for most of history, I definitely think also pregnant women a lot of times are afraid to do something that may or may not hurt their baby and don't have the confidence and the skills and the information in order to thrive. And, you know, I really do am a strong believer that having a body is a privilege, having a working body is a privilege, and that health is the most important thing, because as soon as you lose your health, nothing else matters. And I am also have been training and am training for longevity, for vitality, for flexibility, for strength, for stability, and not just weight loss. And that has also been a huge, huge game changer for me as far as consistency goes, because when you're doing something beyond just numbers on a scale and you're like, wow, I actually feel better, my mental health feels better, I'm sleeping better, my appetite is better, clothes are fitting better, even if the numbers on the scale don't change, that creates momentum and motivation to want to keep going. And that is what has been keeping me going. And especially now, I would rather my body be healthy and strong and my mental health be solid and have a solid foundation to carry with me, rather than just restricting and punishing my body for the last 6 months to try and get to a smaller number on the scale for it just to go back up, because obviously I'm going to gain weight. Like, that is inevitable. I could hopefully gain less and gain as much as my body would need to support my baby and not more because of poor diet and lifestyle choices on my part. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling now. That's kind of what's been going on, and I'm really excited to share more baby stuff, and hopefully we have good news in a couple months. And I'm really looking forward to meeting them, whoever they are. Headed to the gym with our little sweetie. She hates the daycare, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
She likes it after 10 minutes.
She likes it after we leave. Or, yeah, after like 5-10 minutes. We just got home from we didn't just get home from the gym, that's a lie. We got home from the gym and we ate dinner. Scarlet's being crazy. You being crazy.
Hold it.
I'm gonna hold it.
I hold it.
I hold it first. Let me hold it first.
hold
It's so cold down here. Can I just finish my sentence, please? So yeah, I think we're just gonna shower. I think Dev and I might play a game of some kind. And then that's it. So thanks for spending the day with me, and hope everyone has a wonderful day, week, month, whenever you're watching this. Hope you have a magical one.